كتاب اهيد first preparatory school students unit 7 what helps you to learning in an environmental friendly way Luigi
Okay. Main vocabulary: break, notes, presentation, suggestion, environment, eco-friendly, tricky, natural, underline, highlight, practice, reduce.
all right break is a verb means يكسر break is a noun means to take a rest notes write down take notes presentation give a presentation or make a presentation make a suggestion environment eco-friendly tricky means deceitful natural underline highlight with another color practice reduce Lamar
Expensive, device, website, electric lights, sunlight, materials, pollution, planet, electricity, waste, recycled, transportation, desert, sweet strawberry, nervous, nowadays, re- reminded, spill or spilled, plan or planned, cycle or cycled, linked, protected,
okay
exists,
sorry Mhm. The- okay. Sorry if I interrupt you anyway.
No, it's fine. Nice.
Okay. Now, protect something or someone from. Protect from. Remind someone to do something or of someone else or something. Remind someone of something or someone, or remind someone to do something. Nowadays is an adverb, time adverb. Can we can use it at the beginning of the sentence using a comma after it. Nowadays uh, means the present time. That mean the sentence uh, should be in the present continuous. Desert, not desert. Desert, a place which uh, full of sand and uh, uh, not too many or not too much plants. Too many plants. No plants. In a way, desert. Waste can be a verb, can be noun. A waste of time or of money doing something. Doing something is a waste of time. All right, let's complete. Lamar, the first sentence.
At school, we take a long dash between classes. a long break.
Great. Number 2,
This question is a bit dash. Think carefully before answering. Tricky.
tricky, bravo. Number 3, please.
Please dash the key points in the text to make them understand out. Please circle
The
or
key
highlight.
highlight the key points to make them stand out عشان يكونوا باينين يعني. All right. Luigi,
This new dash can help you communicate with people worldwide. This new device.
this new device.
The paper we use in class is made from dash materials to help the environment. Is made from recycled materials to help the environment.
That's great. Okay, take a break or have a break. Make notes on. Give a presentation. Give advice. I find it difficult or easy to do something. Tricky spelling words have an effect on. When it gets dark, save energy. Underline important words. Underline important words or highlight. In front of, in front of. Think of or think about. In yellow, in color. Link to, focus on, get to. Get to plus infinitive or get to place. When we use get plus place, it can be replaced by arrive, but arrive at or in. Big place, city, or country, we use in. So in country or big city. At small place. We can use reach without a preposition plus place. Reach a school, reach the hospital, reach home, but arrive at home or arrive home or get to school, get to the library, get to arrive at, but reach without preposition. Focus on means concentrate on. Concentrate, concentrate on, focus on. Okay, Lamar.
Take a break. Make notes on. Give a presentation. Give device. I find it easy. I find it difficult too. Tricky spelling words have an effect on. When it gets dark, save energy. Underline important words. In front of. A link to. Think about. Focus on. In yellow. Get to.
Okay, Luigi.
Conjunction of irregular verbs. Present, past simple, past participle. Make, made, made. Take, took, taken. Think, thought, thought. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Read, read. Learn, learned or learned. See, saw, seen. Word,
Okay,
word, synonym, antonym. Tricky, difficult, easy. Nervous, worried, calm. Reduce, decrease, increase. tired, exhausted, rested. Useful, helpful, useless. Natural, antonym, artificial.
All right. Now, prefix is the beginning of the word. When I put this or un or l or m before a word, this is a prefix. Suffix comes at the end of the word, like these. All these are suffix, not prefix. All these are suffix. ION to give a noun. A to ION to give a noun. ENCE or ENCE to give a noun. Y sometimes give us adjective, sometimes give us a noun. Tricky, sunny are adjectives. Full gives us adjective, and the opposite, less. Ours, like dangerous, gives us adjective. AL gives us adjective. LY gives us an adverb, but there are some words ending in ly, but they are adjectives, like friendly, fatherly, motherly, brotherly, weekly, monthly, annually. All these are adjectives. Lonely, lovely, adjectives. Except these words, all other words ending in ly are adverbs. Adjectives plus ly gives us adverb. All right. Suggestion, pollution, presentation, information, difference, tricky, useful, nervous, natural, environmentally friendly. Friendly is an adjective. An adverb describes the adjective and comes before it. Very good, adjective is preceded by an adverb. Very is an adverb, good is adjective. So the adjective, when we describe it, we use an adverb before it. Environmentally friendly. Okay, Luigi.
Okay, choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. The manager gave an amazing dash about the company's new product. Gave an amazing presentation.
Bravo. The exam was quite
Dash because of the unexpected questions. Tricky.
tricky. But read the antonym of the word. Reduces,
The antonym of the word uses. Hmm, increase.
increase is the antonym of reduce. The synonym is decrease. Okay.
Yeah.
Lamar. The suffix,
The suffix dash turns the verb transport into a noun. Transport, transportation,
transportation.
transportation, yeah.
Yes. Okay. The teacher asked the student to
Dash notes, to make notes.
or take notes.
Yeah.
Okay. With little difference in the meaning. Take notes or make notes. Okay. We know the difference between desert and desert. Desert is the place which is full of sand, no life there. Sometimes we can see animals, but nobody lives there. Desert, after dinner or after lunch, we can take a dessert like an ice cream or chocolate or pudding or anything like rose laban. Decide. Highlight to give another color to the word like this. I make highlight. I highlighted this now. I highlighted the second lines, okay, or the rest. This is highlight. Underline to put a line under the word. This is the difference between underline and highlight. But highlight can give us another meaning to make it clear. Break as a noun, break as a verb. We know the difference between break and break. Experience and experience. Experience, uh, if it if it is related to work, so it is uncountable noun. Uh, if it is related to life, it is countable noun. So I can say an experience if it related to work or jobs. But if it is related to life, I can say experiences or I can say an experience. Here, it's countable noun when it is related to life, uncountable noun if it is related to work or job. Okay, now, Lamar, read the sentence.
Expensive. Experience. This job requires 5 years of experience and expensive. An experience.
Okay.
From my, from my experiences, I have some suggestion to help you learn.
Okay. Now, can we say this experiences?
No,
Why? Because it is related to
because
job.
it is a job.
Okay. The first question, Luigi.
Choose the correct answer. After the meal, everyone enjoyed a delicious dessert. The second one.
The first one. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
the, okay. The tour guide.
The tour guide asked us to dash the most popular attractions on the map. Highlight.
Highlight. Lamar, let's take a short.
Let's let's take a short dash before we continue with the meeting. A short break.
The
The,
children shared their
the dash at the summer camp. Experiences.
experiences, تجاربهم at the summer camp. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Luigi, listen one reading.
Foreign posts about learning. I was in grade 7 last year and I really enjoyed it. From my experiences, I have some suggestions to help you learn. When you read a text, it is useful to underline new words or highlight them. I find it easy to remember the meaning of words, but I sometimes find it difficult to remember how to spell them. I read online that you can remind yourself of tricky spelling words by linking them to other words. For example, I always forget the difference between dessert and dessert. I tell myself that dessert has two S letters, so it reminds me of sweet strawberry desserts. Sweet strawberry begins with two S letters like the word dessert, which is a sweet food we eat. Dessert has only one S, so it is a piece of land, not a kind of food. Armor 14.
Okay. Now, we concentrate on or focus on remind someone of something. Another point, I find, or we can use it is or isn't easy for someone to do something. So we use to do the infinitive, full infinitive, with verb to be adjective for someone to do something. We can use another way. I find it easy. I find it. Find, keep, leave, stay are Lincoln verbs. Lincoln verbs are followed by adjective. I find it easy. I find it difficult. Make is a Lincoln verb, can followed by an adjective. So find, keep, leave, stay, make are followed by adjective. Sometimes comparison. In this way, we can see the sentence I find it easy to do something. I find it easier is an adjective. This is a Lincoln verb followed by adjective. And this expression or this usage, we can use the infinitive, full infinitive to do something, to remember. We remember to use the infinitive after I find it easy, I find it difficult to do something. All right. Now, Lamar. Hi, Amr.
Hi, Amr. Thank you for your post. It was very interesting. I'm not really worried about learning new words or spelling, as this is something I'm good at. However, the idea of underlining or highlighting new words is very useful. So that. I'll try that this year. What makes me nervous is when I have to give a presentation in class. Can you give me any suggestion about that? What is a good way to practice a presentation? Also, my mom says it is good to take a break when you are tired. What do you think? What did you do in grade 7 when you needed a break? Dahlia 13.
Thank you. Here we notice the usage of however. It came after full stop at the beginning of the next sentence. It gives the contrast to the sentence comes before. Uh, we can use it like but we cannot put a full stop here. If we use but, we can use but, comma, and complete. Okay, so we put full stop instead of but, however, comma, and the contrasted idea. We can use also uh, here, however, the idea underlined. Make, as I told you, is a Lincoln verb, is followed by an adjective. We used an adjective here, not an adverb. Adjective after make, find, stay, and the other Lincoln verbs. Also, the sentence here, we have a conjunction, when. Present, so here is present. Who makes me nervous is when I have to give a presentation in class. The expression a presentation, give a presentation. Also, there is another expression اللي هو كان suggestion. to give me any suggestion or to make a suggestion. Make a suggestion or give a suggestion. Okay, Luigi?
Studying and the environment. When we are learning, it is important to think about the environment. Everyone knows how important it is to protect our planet. Here are some simple tips to make your learning more eco friendly. The nice thing is that these ideas are easy to do. 1. Saving paper. First, try to use less paper. Why don't you use a computer or tablet to make notes or to read books? This way, you save paper and help the environment. I know these devices are quite new. What did people do in the past? People couldn't use a computer because they didn't exist. But today, we have a choice. Another thing that is important to think about is what to do when you want to print something. One idea is to print on both sides of the paper to reduce waste. 2. When you study. When do you usually study? A lot of students study in the evening when it gets dark. But ask yourself a question. How did people study before there were electric lights? You can save energy while studying. Turn off lights and devices when you aren't using them. Try to study during the day so you can use natural sunlight, and this will help you use less electricity. 3. What you use when you study. Next, ask yourself the following: what materials do I use when I study? Pick up a pen and look at it. Is it made from plastic? The answer is probably yes. Nowadays, you can buy pens made from recycled materials and notebooks that use recycled paper. 4. Traveling to school. Finally, how do you get to school? Why not walk, cycle, or take public transportation to school to help reduce pollution?
Okay. Now let's concentrate on or focus or highlight or underline these to make suggestion. Why not walk? Why not walk, cycle, or take public transportation? Now he tries to give me a suggestion. It's a good idea to do something, or you should. We can use, instead of why not, we can use you should to give a suggestion. You should walk, cycle, or take public transportation. Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you do something is to make a suggestion? Or why not walk? Not don't. Why not? Why don't? Why don't as in one here? Why don't you use a computer or tablet to make notes or to read books? Why don't you? It is the same like you should use, or it is the same like how about or what about? How about or what about to make a suggestion? What about or how about to make a suggestion is followed by noun or verb plus ing. How about using a computer? What about using a computer? Why don't you use a computer? You should use a computer. Those are all to make suggestions. There are other ways to make suggestions, but when we meet them, we can give more examples. Good reader. What is the article about, Lamar?
The article is about studying and saving environment.
Okay. Why does the writer suggest you use a computer?
Because mm, because it's important to think about idea,
No?
use less paper.
Ah, in this way, is followed by the result. In this way or this way. بالتالي save paper. Yes. And help the environment. save paper, and help the environment. So he suggested using a computer to save energy, to help the environment. Okay, the third question: how can you use less paper when you print something?
How can you use this paper?
When you print something,
You can use a computer to or tablet to make notes or to read books.
no, the question is we should concentrate on on a specific idea. The specific idea here is print something. Print something. How can you use less paper when you print something?
Mm, on both sides, we should print on both sides.
Yeah. Great, bravo. Ali. We should print on both sides. Okay, it's number one here. One idea is to print on both sides of the paper to reduce waste. Okay, number four, Luigi. Luigi, number four, why is it good to study during the day?
So you can use natural sunlight and it will help use less electricity.
Ah, bravo. Number five, what kind of pen should you use when you study? Why?
You should use a pen made of from plastic so you can help the environment by using a recycled pens.
So we can use pens made from recycled materials and notebooks that use recycled papers. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, number six.
Why does the writer think that how you go to school is important? Hmm, because it would reduce pollution.
Yeah, great. Language skills using collocation. What are collocations? Collocations are two or three words, مثلا give up, look at, look for, look after, look after. Sometimes we can call them collocations. Sometimes we can call, if it's a verb plus a preposition or adverb, we can call it phrasal verbs. So collocations is a group of words that give us another meaning to the same word. We know look means ينظر, to see something, but look for means, or look after means to take care of someone or to care for someone. Take a break, make notes, underline important words. Why is this important? When you learn collocations, it becomes easier to use words in the right way and sound more natural when communicating in English. That's completely right. Comparing two texts, Lamar, why is comparing text important?
Comparing two texts helps you understand the main idea of both texts better by indif-
Identifying
Identifying similarities or different.
similarities, similarities or and differences. Similarities and differences. Okay, Luigi, how to compare two texts?
First, identify the main points and ideas in each text. 2. Compare what is similar and what is different between the texts. 3. Think about why the differences exist.
Great. Writing activity. Think of a time when you learned something that you wanted to remember. How did you do this? Use the example paragraph to help you make notes. Example paragraph. Luigi,
When? Last week. Did what? I learned how to remember new vocabulary words. Steps. First, I wrote the new words in my notebook so I could review them later. Then I underlined the words and wrote their meanings next to them. After that, I repeated the words aloud several times to help me memorize them. The result. As a result, I already know how to use these words when I write or speak in English.
okay. Instead of result or as a result, we can use finally as we started with first, then. We can use as a result or finally. I already know how to use these words. This is a sample of a paragraph. Now, Lamar,
When studying for exams, it's important to have good habits. First, always dash the key points. Highlight uh, the key points in your notebook to find them easy later. Second, make dash on the most important ideas during make notes during classes to help you remember them. Third, don't forget to take a break regularly so you don't get too tired. Break. Finally, there's past questions to test your understanding to take a finally dash past questions to test your understanding with these steps. Practice.
practice. Yes, number four, practice. Okay, Luigi,
Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. You can dash energy by studying during the day and using natural sunlight. You can save energy.
I want to.
I want to dash all the new words in the text in yellow so it is easy to see them. Highlight.
Great. Number three.
To protect the environment, it is best to use pens made from recycled materials.
Number four.
I plan to study for the next 20 minutes and then I will take a break and relax.
Great. Lamar, number five.
You should dash speak English to get better at it. You should practice.
Practice is followed by verb plus ing. Practice doing something. Practice speaking. Yes. Number six. Studying.
Studying during the day is better because it allows you to use natural sunlight instead of electric lights.
Great. Printing on both sides of the paper.
Uh, is a good way to reduce waste.
Wait, yeah. Number 8, Lamar.
To I need to practice a dash, so I am ready to give it in front of many people. A presentation.
Number 9, Luigi. I read the website
and then made dash on the most important information in my notebook and made notes.
it's important to.
Can you remember it, please?
Number
Yeah.
10,
It is important to dash our environment, to protect,
to remember.
to remember the important words in a paragraph. You can underline them.
The
The
teacher
teacher,
asked,
the teacher asked us to dash the two texts and identify the differences. Compare.
to compare the two texts. Yes, great. And identify the differences. Lamar, when you read the difficult text,
When you read a different text, it's helpful to highlight important information in yellow.
in yellow, you can remind yourself.
You can remind yourself of dash spelling words by linking them to other words. Yourself of tricky spelling.
Tricky, yes. Linking to tricky spelling words by linking them to. All right. WH question, or yes or no question in a way, but here we use WH question. To use WH question, we use if we ask about the subject of the sentence. So the same like who helps you, for example, who helps you? Question mark. So I ask about the subject of the. So the verb comes without using does or do or did. So we use who helps you, but we can say who do you help. Here we used an auxiliary verb or helping verb, do or does or did, or maybe any other auxiliary verb. In this case, we ask about the object of the sentence, not the subject of the sentence. But if we ask about the subject of the sentence, we don't use uh, auxiliary verbs here. We use the verb in its tense. Who helps you or who helped you uh, uh, in the same way. Okay, but here, who do you help or who did you help, for example? Okay, here we ask about the object of the sentence, but here we ask about the subject of the sentence. In this case, if we ask about the subject of the sentence, we have the verb in its tense without using do or does or did. In this case, we omit who and put the subject instead of it. But in this case, when we answer, we begin after the auxiliary verb and look at the auxiliary verb if it do or did or does. we can make change to the verb. So if it do, I can say I help. If it did, I helped. If he, for example, does, we can say he helps, and so on. Now let's give answer to this question number 2 and 3. Luigi, 4 and 5. Lamar. We traveled to Luxor last summer by car. Question, Lamar.
Okay. How did you travel to Luxor last
Oh,
summer?
how? Yes. Now
How?
you ask about the way he travel, or the means of transport he uses او they use. او they عشان في الماضي يبقى they used. Okay. Now ask about the time.
When did you
Yes,
travel to?
to look
When did you
to look.
travel to Luxor?
Okay. Now ask about Luxor.
What did you traveled last? What
No.
did you travel? Where did you travel last
Yes.
summer?
Place يبقى where. Okay. Now ask about the verb traveled.
Ask about traveled.
Yes.
What did you do last summer?
You're right. What did you do last summer? برافو عليك. طيب number 3.
Okay. She likes painting because it relaxes her. What does she like and why?
Okay. Or why? Why?
No, we will say what does she like doing? Why? Apostrophe why, because she says that she like painting because, so there will
What?
be two. Yeah.
What? What does she? Uh,
What does she like
question?
doing?
Question mark and why? Another
Yeah.
question mark. Okay. But if we ask using only why,
Why she like painting? Why does she
why?
like?
Why does she like painting? Okay.
Okay.
Luigi, we met in elementary school 5 years ago. When?
When did we meet in elementary school? No, when did we meet? 5 years ago.
No.
When did we meet? In elementary school?
Yes. Yeah. يبقى when did you meet in elementary school?
No, we will say we because we met. Yeah.
Okay. When I tell you you, you can speak about yourself. You can say we. Is that right?
Yeah.
So when I ask somebody in front of me tells me we, I ask him you.
Okay.
Okay. It's correct to say we also. You or we. Okay. Let's ask about Luigi. How long?
How long? Okay. How long did we meet in elementary school?
No. How long ago did?
I got- Okay.
Okay. How long ago did you meet in elementary school? Okay. Where?
Where did we meet 5 years ago?
Yes. Great. Ask about meet. Met.
What?
About the verb. Ask a question about the verb.
About the Where did you meet 5 years ago? Where
What?
did we?
When we ask about a verb, we use what?
Okay.
The sentence in the past, what did you do? Okay, what did you do? Okay, number 5.
Samir takes the bus to school every day.
Who?
Who takes the bus to school every day?
Yes, ask about every day.
About every day. Okay. Um. When does Samir takes the bus to school?
Yes, or how often?
Or
It's better. How
okay.
often? We use how often to ask about uh, frequency adverbs. Every day, month, week, often, usually, sometimes, never. We use how often. It's better to use how often, but we can use when also. Okay. Now we uh, ask about the verb.
The verb. Okay. What does Samir takes to school every day? Samir
What
takes
does
every day.
what does what
What does Samir takes to school every day?
what does Samir
Takes to
take?
school.
Take or takes?
Take.
Ah, do, does, did, or modal verbs are followed by infinitive. Infinitive. Okay. So does, take. Great. Now the first question, Lamar.
Dash helps you stay focused while studying. What?
What or who if a person. Okay, number 2.
Dash did you underline in your notes? What?
What
What?
did you underline in your note? Okay.
Dash didn't you take a break while studying yesterday? Why?
Why didn't you take a break while studying? This is a wrong way because why didn't he not a suggestion? But in his mind, while putting this question, uh, he thinks it is a suggestion. It's not a suggestion. Anyway, let's complete. Number 4.
What did she dash to highlight the important point? What did she use?
Did, do, does is followed by infinitive.
What did she use?
Okay. Logi, where?
Where dash they meet after school yesterday? Where did they?
Yesterday, did. Okay. Number 6.
Dash, do you organize your ideas for a presentation? Hmm, What do you organize?
Uh, Here is asking about the way you do something. Is that right?
Yeah. How?
Oh, it's how. Yes. Number seven.
Dash, didn't they finish their work project on time? Why didn't they?
Why didn't they? Number eight.
What Dash he used to write his essay last week? What did he use?
What did he use? Great. Lamar. Who?
Who Dash you with your homework yesterday? Who helped you?
Yeah, correct. Who helped you? Number two. What?
What Dash to what do you use?
What do you use to organize your ideas during meetings? Great. Why?
Why Dash you not finish your project on time last week? Why didn't you finish?
Why didn't you finish? Number four. What?
What dash you when you were nervous before your presentation? What? What? Um, what calmed you?
What calmed you? Because the sentence here in the past, so we need the past. We ask about the subject, so we don't need to use did or do or does. What calmed you, bravely. Number five, Luigi.
What did you highlight in your notes yesterday?
What?
Where did you go out with your classmates after school yesterday?
Where?
Why didn't you take a break during the long study session?
Number eight.
What tools dash to prepare for your presentation last week? What tools did you use?
Did you use last week? Yeah. Number nine.
Who dash you feedback on your essay last week? Hmm, who gave you?
Who gave you? Bravo. Who gave you last week? Okay. Lamar, number 10.
Who dash you organize your notes for exam? How did you
How did you
organize?
organize your notes for exams? Or how do you organize? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have anything to refer anything refers to the past. Okay. All right. Now talking about learning. When do you study? I study after having lunch every day. What do you use when you study? I use books, notebooks, pens, and highlighters. How long do you usually study? I usually study 5 hours a day, and so on. Now, Lamar, the questions and answers.
What did you study? I study after having lunch every day. What do you use when you study? I use books, notebooks, pens, and highlighters. How long do you usually study? I usually study 5 hours a day. Where do you usually study? I usually study in my room. What is a good way to be ready for a presentation? Practice it with friends and relax. Don't be nervous. How do you remember the spelling of tricky words? You can remind yourself of tricky spelling words by linking them to other words.
Great. Luigi, the same question and response or answer.
Okay, speaking, talking about learning. Question and response. When do you study? I study after having lunch every day. What do you use when you study? I use books, notebooks, pens, and highlighters. How long do you usually study? I usually study 5 hours a day. Okay. Where do you usually study? I usually study in my room. What is a good way to be ready for a presentation? Practice it with friends and relax. Don't be nervous. Hmm. How do you remember the spelling of tricky words? You can remind yourself of tricky spelling words by linking them to other words.
Okay, I think I read your minds, but let's finish this exercise. And then, all right, Lamar, I always
I always dash the most important words in a sentence so I can focus on them. I always underline.
to protect the environment, it's best to use.
Recycled materials.
Students should
Students should dash key points there in their notes to remember them better. Highlight.
number four.
Printing on both sides of a page is a good way to dash waste. To reduce waste.
Taking a short
Taking a short dash can help you refresh your mind while studying. A short break.
Luigi, who
Who explains the rules of grammar to you? Why didn't they review their notes before the exam? How did you prepare for your presentation yesterday? Where does they keep their school supplies? Where does they? Where do they? Sorry. Where do?
all right, who
Who dashed the project last term? Who managed?
managed last term managed the properly. All right.
Mister, could we take page 19 and 20 as a homework?
I told you a few minutes ago that I am. I read your mind, but we'll have this. Okay, uh, 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 this exercise, and I laughed while I was talking about it. Okay, I agree.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
See you.
see you.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.